here with Gypsyfae Creations. Thanks so much for tuning in. Today is another Valentine's Day inspired soap, and it's kind of one of the most iconic candies that you can possibly get here in America for Valentine's Day, besides like your box of chocolates. And that is a conversation heart. Also a sweetheart. I don't know why I call them conversation hearts, because the box says sweethearts on them. And yeah, so let's get started. I'm mixing together my oils and my lye, my water. I've got a little titanium dioxide in there, some coconut powder, milk powder, and some kaolin clay. We're going to mix this up. I'm going to split it into 3 different colors. And then the embeds are going to be these little colorful hearts here that I've colored to look like the conversational hearts. And yeah, let's get mixing. It's a little cold in this room today, so my oils are not quite at room temperature, but that is okay. Alright, so the fragrance that I picked for this soap was called Naughty Negligee. Let me just read you the notes to this because that might make a little more sense. It is pink whipped cotton candy and bergamot zest wrap around notes of delicate rose jasmine petals. So that is the notes of this Naughty Negligee fragrance here. I don't know why I chose it. I think the picture is what spoke to me on the website. All right, let's split this up. And then I've got some lemon drop powder mica in this guy, some orange vibrance in this guy, and then I'm going to throw in some love poem mica into the big guy. Alright, so let's give each one of these a mix. I'm going to start with the yellow. Alright, so I've added in my fragrance and I'm just mixing that last color here, trying to wipe down all those sides as well. And then I'm going to start pouring. I'm going to go with a drop swirl for this one. I feel like I haven't done one of those in a while. Doing lots of in the pots lately, and if this batter behaves, that fragrance really seems to help because my batter was really thick to begin with. I'm gonna add in my yellow. So I was really curious as to the origins of conversational hearts, and I had to do a little research so I can educate you guys on that. I don't know, do they have conversational hearts in other countries? I know they're really big here. They're not like everyone's favorite candy, but they're a lot of fun. They're a little bit chalky, in my opinion. But my favorite one of those is if they just made a whole box of the white hearts. I don't know if I'm weird by liking that, but that one is my favorite flavor. It's like a wintergreen flavor, and for some reason that's the only one I want. I don't like any of the other flavors in the boxes except for the white, if I had to eat them. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and scrape out my bowls here. And then I will get the icing. Alright, let's see if I can pipe some of this on here. Icing's a little runny, but that's okay. So what did I learn on my Google research for sweethearts or conversation hearts? I typed in conversation hearts. They were invented in 1847, and that was back when everyone wanted their medicines in a candy form or lozenge. Yeah, whatever, a lozenge. Cough drop, I guess. And they were hard to make. They were a pain in the butt, I guess, because they didn't really have the technology to mass produce them, so it was a lot of work. It was a tedious task. And a Boston pharmacist named Oliver Chase invented a candy machine to make a whole bunch of these at a time. And since that was such a success, he got to quit the pharmacy business, and the company Necco, or Nico, I'm not quite sure how you say it. I know I've seen the candies made before, but it pretty much stands for New England Confectionery Company. That was born, and his brother wanted in on the action, and so he found a way to write messages on the hearts using vegetable dye. And he really got a lot of inspiration from like Valentine's Day cards. And back in the day, these conversation hearts used to be a lot bigger than the little teeny tiny things we have nowadays. And he used to say a lot of silly things. I guess they would have been more suited to those times and those days of what people would use for lingo as far as trying to woo another. Like, I don't know, I've read some of the things that just were like wearing white, a white wedding, or I don't know, there were a lot of weird things that nowadays if someone said that to a girl or a guy, it'd be like, no. Alright, so like that last bit of piping out of here. And then I'm going to start putting the hearts on. And also, they're always changing to keep up with the times. Like, email me and fax me have been discontinued, that's for sure. A lot of the colors have changed. A lot of the different flavors have changed. I've seen chocolate ones, I've seen sour ones. And I don't think that any of them are good, honestly, except those white ones. They're kind of like candy corn. You either love it or hate it, and that's how I compare conversation hearts. I feel like there's always like that one candy. Gotta make sure I'm putting each color of every heart on here, since I'm just going willy-nilly with where I'm placing them. I gotta pay attention. There's always one candy every holiday that's like either the cheap, no one likes it kind of candy, like candy corn. You either love it or you hate it. I don't like candy corn. Don't really like conversation hearts, except the white ones. But they're fun. I remember when I was younger, really reading every single one of them. Now I just kind of like eat them. Alright, so I think I'm going to top this off with a little glitter and make it sparkle. And very good. Spray it with some rubbing alcohol first. I find that if you use biodegradable glitter and then you spray it with rubbing alcohol, it just loses all its shimmer. Alright, let's see. Let's just put some fine iridescent sparkle glitter on here. And there we have it. Love it. Alright, I'll let this sit 24 or 48 hours, and then we'll come back and see what's on the inside. Alright, let's cut into the Sweetheart soap. I'm predicting some glycerin rivers. I'm not quite sure. I can look at this bar and go, what the heck happened to that pink? It's more of a peach, which is fine because I think there's peach ones too. But it didn't quite go as pink as I wanted, and I know I didn't add too much in there, but it still turned out pretty cool looking. I think the pink heart at the top really made it. And that looks like a gorgeous drop swirl. It smells really good, so even though that pink didn't turn out the color that I wanted, I still love it. Cool beans. I had to look up some of the sayings that were on the old conversation hearts back in the day because I couldn't think of them on the spot. Some of them were married in satin, love will not be lasting. Married in pink, he will take a drink. Married in white, you have chosen right. So these were some of the old sayings on the original conversation hearts way back in the day, like the 1900s. Little different than what we have nowadays. Again, they used to be a lot bigger so they could fit more on there. Nowadays, I think we have about 80 sayings. And I read somewhere that they like to put like 20 new ones in every year. And things like text me and fax me are no longer a thing, but I'm pretty sure like tweet me is probably one of those. It's funny how phrases change over the years. Well, there's no glycerin rivers on that one, so gotta say I'm happy with that. I'm glad I was wrong. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up. New to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Questions or comments, leave them in the comment section down below. Or if you just want to just have a chat with me, I'm here for you. Until next time, I hope you guys have a very nice day, and I'll smell you later.